Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. NORAD F-16s intercept TFR Violator near Mar-a-Lago. P-51 pilot Jerry Yellin gone west. And A380 future hinges on Emirates deal. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's January 3rd, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Here we go again. 2 NORAD F-16s intercepted a GA airplane that had violated a TFR in South Florida near President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home while he was visiting over the holidays. A NORAD spokesman said that the jets stationed at Homestead Air Reserve Base were already patrolling the area when they were notified of the TFR violation. The private aircraft was about 20 miles north of Mar-a-Lago when it was intercepted at about 16:24 local time Sunday. It was escorted to the North Palm Beach County General Aviation Airport. The NORAD spokesman said that the pilot said he was not aware of the TFR. The FAA will determine whether the violation warrants a fine or other disciplinary action. The Sunday intercept was the only reported TFR violation at Mar-a-Lago during Trump's holiday visit. After the break, Wahoo, Nebraska Airport cleared by FAA.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, Airborne Unmanned, the AMA Drone Report, our website or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The Wahoo, Nebraska Airport has been cleared of charges that it violated federal obligations by the FAA in a dispute that dates back to 2012. The FAA sent a letter to Wahoo Airport Authority Director of Airport Compliance and Management Analysis, Kevin Willis, indicating it was in compliance with all federal obligations. Charges filed against 2 journalists for illegally flying a drone over Parliament in Myanmar have been dropped by local authorities. Attorneys for Lau Hong Meng, a Singaporean, and Mak Choi Lin, a Malaysian, working for the Turkish state broadcaster TRT, and 2 local people who had been working with the journalist will be released from detention on January 5th, after serving a 2-month sentence for flying a drone illegally. The state of Oklahoma celebrated its first Oklahoma Women in Aviation and Aerospace Day event on December 9th. The gala event was held at the Atlantic Aviation Hangar at Wiley Post Airport. Author and pilot Aaron Chappell served as the keynote speaker. Oklahoma became the first state in the nation to recognize Women in Aviation and Aerospace Day when legislation was approved this spring. Cub Crafters has announced that it now accepts Bitcoin as well as other popular cryptocurrencies as a payment method on orders for new and pre-owned aircraft and aircraft kits. Founder and CEO Jim Richmond says that the move supports progressive technologies and the international entrepreneur communities who use them. Our intent is to support our buyers' payment preferences, Richmond stated, adding that the company is determined to lead the market while embracing new technologies. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Jerome Jerry Yellin, who had the distinction of leading the last aerial combat mission against Japan in World War II, has gone west at the age of 93. Yellin joined the Army Air Corps in February 1942 on his 18th birthday. He went on to become a fighter pilot flying P-51 Mustangs. Yellin was the leader of a four-ship formation flying out of Iwo Jima to attack targets in Japan on August 15, 1945, when Emperor Hirohito announced Japan's surrender following the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The word was to have gone out to all aircraft via a coded message, but Yellin said that for some reason his group did not receive the ceasefire message. He did not learn that the war had ended during his attack until he returned to Iwo Jima some 3 hours later. Yellin flew 19 missions over Japan and was discharged from the military in December 1945 with the rank of captain. He received the Distinguished Flying Cross. Yellin's biography, The Last Fighter Pilot, was written by Don Brown with Yellin's collaboration. It was published earlier this year. After these messages, A380 future hinges on Emirates deal.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Welcome back. The future of the A380 Super-Jumbo airliner appears to rest with Emirates, which is hedging on an order it had earlier placed for the airplane. Airbus is reportedly drafting a contingency plan to phase out production of the airplane if the deal with Emirates falls through. Emirates has total orders of 142 of the big jets, but talks for 36 new airplanes recently hit a snag over production schedules at the Dubai Air Show last month. While negotiations have resumed, there is no sign of significant progress between the two sides. One source said that if there is no deal with Emirates, Airbus will begin the shutting down production of the A380. But the process would be gradual, allowing the plane maker to fill the orders it has on the books, including some from Emirates. While there is interest from other airlines for the four-engine jet, Airbus is wary of continuing to produce the airplanes without the guarantee of the major order from Emirates. The airline, meanwhile, wants a guarantee that Airbus will continue to produce the airliner for at least a decade to go forward with the deal. The plane maker currently has 97 unfilled orders for the A380, though industry sources say 47 of those are unlikely to be delivered. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is currently on our winter schedule and is streamed Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, alternating with Airborne Unmanned on Tuesday and the AMA Drone Report each Thursday. Additional breaking news bulletins may be posted for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. See you tomorrow.